Bienvenidos to Straightforward
or Not,
the only podcast that gives you straightforward answers.
Or not.
Or not. We're still figuring it out.
We are every day.
Yeah, every day, every single episode. Go ahead, tell the kids what are we going to be talking about today?
Yes, but we're going to be talking about kinky sex and how it affects you. And more importantly, before the topic, follow, like, comment, subscribe, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Spotify.
All of the above.
It's free.
It's free.
Why the heck are you not doing it? Support us.
Yes, they're being haters.
They're always haters.
It's okay. It's part of the process. Part of the process. Okay, so where do you think we can start this? Where can we start? First of all, is kink a bad thing? Like, I feel like it has like a bad connotation sometimes, but
it does have a bad connotation, but it's one of those things that's amazing. And I think underappreciated on every level.
Underappreciated?
Underappreciated.
Tell me more.
Underappreciated and overappreciated. You have the one side where, in my opinion, it's very therapeutic. So, like, you can release your tension, your trauma, everything. But on the other side, you have idiots that don't know what they're doing and then try to be powerful and dominant, and shit goes wrong on every level. You know what I'm talking about.
Okay, I have questions. I have so many questions because you're much more of an expert than I am in this one. And you will think it's the opposite, but it's okay.
By the way, parents, please don't watch. Anyone that knows me, that's family, do not watch this episode.
People that know me, you know who I am. Spoiler alert. No, you actually not. You're gonna wait and watch.
Wait and watch.
Okay,
There's surprises coming.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, so talk to me because I have so many questions, but you have to. I always tell you, you have to trigger me. You have to.
I gotta trigger you. So let's start with the reason why I think it's therapeutic, and then we can get into the experiences.
Okay, go ahead.
I think here's the thing. I believe fully that when you have trauma at a young age, you have this trauma that you carry with you year after year and you don't know how to release it. Therapy is great. Talking it out is great. But one of the things is when you do kink, whether you're dominant or submissive, you're able to release this trauma in a different way where it feels free. You don't need guidance from a therapist walking you through it. You need guidance in the sense of you're able to release all these emotions out that maybe you aren't able to do just through talking. It's a physical act. And when you're able to physically perform in a certain way, which is crazy and sounds weird, it comes out. It allows you to bring that trauma and it brings it to the surface, and now you're okay with it, which is weird.
You see, sorry for cutting you up. And I keep saying this, but I'm not.
No, fuck. Do it.
I just don't like the word trauma with it. I think then it gives like a negative connotation to it.
It does give it a negative connotation, but the reality is that's the word, because you have so much trauma. So, like, I'm going to go a little, I don't want to go too extreme, but you have past history where things didn't go right and you have those thoughts weighing on you and you talk them through therapy and it takes you years and it's great. And then you find this relief that allows you to express yourself, where like for that moment, you're either in control or completely out of control. You have trust in someone else or someone has trust in you and you are free. It's almost like the feeling of skydiving, which is crazy to experience, or bungee jumping. I've never bungee jumped, but I've heard these same things.
You have a skydive.
I have skydived.
Very white of you.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. I'm Irish, right? Let's be honest here. The lights don't even do it justice anymore. And what happens is it's just free.
Okay.
Because so much time in life, you're not free. You're not exploring yourself. You're not putting it out there. Instead, you're confined within the boundaries of society and what other people think of you. In this moment, there's no eyes on you. It's simply you being you when it goes well. And it just, all that tension releases and you are just in bliss.
Okay. I have so many questions and I don't even know how to fully put it in a sentence, because the main thing that I think of is I think that as long as your kink are within the societal norms or what it is expected from a straight man, I think that it gives you the opportunity to be more open about it. Because how about if you are a heterosexual man and you are into a more submissive role with a female partner?
It doesn't come out as much. But the crazy part is, the deeper you get into kink, the more you see and the more you understand. It's harder for a guy to be submissive, as heterosexual male to be submissive.
I've seen a lot of cases of people that like things like that.
The crazy part is most people like it. Most guys, I would say 90% of guys want to be submissive in one way or another.
Correct.
And I'm not saying take it in the ass with a dildo or something like that. Let's go deep on this, literally and physically. But I'm saying someone wants to be tied up.
Wait. What's wrong with that? Let's go there. What is wrong with that? Because here's the thing. This is what I have to say about it. And maybe I'm just more open than you. That is
Literally.
Take that back. No. I just... How can I put it? If a woman is doing something to you, that's not gay. To me, that is just not gay. She can do whatever she wants. If she wants to go digging for hole or whatever, for gold. It's still a female who's doing that to you. I just don't understand. I get it. When people only correlate anal fun with gay people. I get it. That's how we do it. But it's just like, I know a lot of straight people that do it, and a lot of straight men who are shameful of saying that. And that's part I don't understand. As long as you're doing something with a woman, I mean, you guys can let me know, it's still a heterosexual activity.
I agree. Crazy enough. And you'd expect me to disagree on this one.
Absolutely. I was waiting for you.
You know what? I'll be devil's advocate. Okay. I do actually agree with you on that. But here's the devil's advocate.
Okay, tell me.
It's an exit hole, not an entrance hole. And when you're a bottom bitch, you have assumed the role already. Put that collar on, take a leash, and you are their property.
I just don't agree with that, because then what do you think a woman is? When a woman, do you perceive a woman who is we have to use better words for it, who is receiving the packages on Christmas because that's the only thing they can do? Do you perceive her as less than?
No.
Okay, so why would you call somebody who is receiving the Christmas gifts as a bottom B?
You perceive it as that way because in society,
not me, you. I was repeating what you said.
Women tend to be more submissive.
Okay.
On a biological level, and men tend to be
societal.
No, biological.
Okay.
Not in societal, but more biological. Okay. Right. Women give birth to kids. Right?
Yeah, makes them stronger.
It does. It's an insane process that breaks their bones as they're doing it. It's insane. Mm-hmm. But women have this more nurturing aspect to them. And then men are more of the protectors. Mm-hmm. And if you look through history over thousands of years, that keeps coming up. So what happens is people think that they're supposed to be this dominant person, that they can't be on that submissive side. They can't flip roles. And when how it is put in today's society is you're just so conditioned to say, I'm the man, I have to provide, I have to do all these things. And the reality is, sure, to a certain degree, but there's also times where roles should be flipped. You should not always have to be dominant. You should not always be submissive.
Correct. Because then if you do that, to me, you're playing a role. You're 100%. Playing a character.
100%.
I think there's times I think that you're supposed to be more, whatever it is that you feel in that moment being.
100%. You're supposed to be in that moment. And if you want to be the bottom, go for it. Be the bottom. If you want to have that collar around your neck and lead like a puppy or whatever, a submissive, go for it.
Okay. I have questions. Oh, and I will continue this whole entire episode. So what's stopping you from being more in that submissive role that doesn't come natural to you? Not natural, maybe not your kink.
It's not my kink. It's not something that comes natural. I love taking control. I mean, as you know, I like being in control, the leader, all that stuff. Why the hell have I started?
That sounded so wrong. You better clear it to the audience.
Not in that sense. Not in that sense. All cameras, not in that sense.
Yes.
I'm a person that likes to take control. There's a reason I've had 4 businesses. There's a reason I keep pushing things forward. There's a reason that in my life, I'm always the first person to do things, take the lead. I love that. I don't necessarily like being all the time. Now, obviously, there's certain times where I don't want to take the lead. I don't want to take the role on.
Never.
I want to take a step back sometimes. But majority of the time, that's not me. And in kink, what allows me to be the dominant person is this trade. It's like, look, this is my normal life. Great. I like to have power over someone, and they're giving it up willingly. Willingly. Boundaries are set, conversations are had.
Yes, beforehand.
And then all of a sudden you get the power, you get the control. The person is submissive, the woman is submissive, and I have the power, and it's agreed upon, and things are talked through. And guess what? I get excitement out of that. Now, is there certain points where I would want to switch it a little bit? Maybe, sure. But not to high extremes, not to the sense of like, I want to be on the bottom. Heck no. Now, I've seen that and experienced it, and not experienced it. I've seen it for other people. Great. No, I have not seen that. I have not experienced it. I've seen it in the sense of like not someone taking it in the ass. I haven't. I'm happy. I'm grateful. Beautiful. Thank God on every level.
That part needs to be bleeped. I can't with him right now. But you know what's funny? I'm teasing you right now, but there's a part. Think how you're saying a lot of these things because it's making me feel not comfortable, but seen in a sense. Because I don't know if this was I for the longest time I describe it almost like a toxic trait of myself. I do not like to be in the submissive. It's not the word that I want to use, but it's just like in control. There's nothing more.
So you want to be submissive? You want to be submissive?
No, I don't want to.
Oh, so you want to be in control?
But I feel like that was such a toxic trait that for me, I was literally going to describe it as like, that's so toxic of me. Like, there's nothing more that pisses me off that if I pull you, Jesus Christ, everybody who knows me, don't watch it. If I pull you in a position,
yes,
and you move, that pisses me off.
Then you want to be in control. So
for me, it's like I want like stay there, like why? Like, or when people are in certain positions, I say people like implore, like I'm over here on the streets. I wish. No, I'm not. But not the point. Like, yeah, I guess I do. Like, for example, if let's say dogging, right?
Okay.
And you're with somebody and they don't know how to do it, and you're like, can you arch your back correctly? Can you please get it together?
And how does that make you feel?
It
makes you feel good, doesn't it? You exert that power. I know it.
But I don't
seeing your eyes right now and seeing your body language.
I don't see it that way. It's just like
no.
I don't know.
How does it make you feel?
It feels good. Like I do not like to be controlled.
See? And that's the crazy part is people like the feeling but hate the stigma.
Okay.
They love the feeling. They love the feeling of either being in control or submissive or switching it up once in a while. And that's why it brings out the best in you, because it allows you to release this emotion and this tension. And you're like, fuck it, I'm doing it. I'm in control or I'm submissive. For me, it's in control.
Yeah, let me give it to you right.
Exactly. That's it. It's like, oh, shoot, you're doing something wrong. Slap that ass. No, we're going to correct this now. Shoot.
I do not like when somebody's like in control. I'm like, oh, listen, this is so...
You
in so many ways,
you take the reins, literally and physically.
Yeah. I do not like somebody being in control. Okay. Let's keep going with this. So when you think of kinks and you think of all of that, what else do you think of? What is the first thing that comes to mind to you?
It's the dynamic and the boundaries that are set. Now, crazy part, people think of kink and they think of it as a negative sense.
Yes, I do sometimes.
Right? Mm-hmm. And what really happens is in the kink, you have great communication, you have great boundaries, you have these standards that you uphold to. What people don't realize is people that do it correctly have this amazing communication. They're able to create these boundaries between two people that you agree on, and the dialogue goes back and forth. You read body language, you read your mind, you read kind of that person on an in-depth level. And intimacy, if done right? Most people fuck this up. But when done right, it becomes a different level and experience. Okay. And this is something that doesn't get out because everyone's like, oh, it's so taboo. Why would you do it? Here it is. And people play around with it and they have bad experiences. But again, when you get into it and you have toys, you have these new experiences, you have these new kinks, it opens doorways, it opens your mindset, it makes you more open. And I'm not saying just physically, but mentally in the sense your mind explores more.
Okay. I love all of this that you're saying. But to me all of this experience, is this easier to do with somebody who's brand new or with somebody that you know? Or is this something that you just connect with somebody in the first place?
It's connection. It's all connection. They can be newer, they can be old. The amount of okay, so now this little T. I've had sex with a lot of women. It is what it is. And I brought a lot of women into kink. A lot.
Okay.
I want to say over 50.
So they were not into, do you open their horizon?
Open their horizons.
Open
their horizons, open the legs, open some holes.
Continue, Jesus Christ.
And the crazy part is, it's a lot of people don't know what they're doing. And they may be bad at sex, they may be bad at kissing, they may be great at kissing. They just may not know what they're doing within those moments.
And you see, this is my thing with sex that is so interesting for me. It's like sometimes I have a hard time with, like, let's say if it's a long-term partner or somebody that you like, how do you, like, I was going to say, how do you introduce new things? But that can go completely somewhere else. But how do you bring
Lay some toys on the table?
bring
Say,
things to the table? Because you know what's the thing with kinks and all of that stuff. Sometimes the things that are good for the whole are not good for the heart. So some people are great in the sack. Those are people that have experience and they know how to do it. And I had a great time with those, but you cannot make them into a housewife or to a men's
wife, housewife, both of them.
Into my world, what would it be? A husband, let's call it that. A husband. And then it's hard sometimes to get a husband material to transition into that, and to show them the things that you're into, or correct them into things. I don't know, it's a hard balance. I never had a situation where those two things live in the same world. There's even somebody who's great in the sack and does all the flares, and people who you want a long-term relationship with who not necessarily they're bad at it, but maybe you don't have the biggest. Okay, here's the thing. So for me, like, if I'm with somebody and let's say they're positioning that they like and things like that, I will probably feel weird to correct them on it. And tell them, like, do it this way or blah, 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 because it's a relationship. You want them to be comfortable as well. You want it with somebody from the street, you're like, get it right. Arch your back right. Let's do it right.
You don't care about the feelings.
Bring it from the top again. Let's do it one more time. And then you're like, is you willing to do that more? So I need to find a world where those two things could coexist. Because sometimes, like, okay, if you are a man, hypothetical scenario, if you were a man, right, and you're with a girl, there are probably positions that are more comfortable for her.
Yes.
But they necessarily don't feel the greatest to you. So then where do you compromise where you're like, okay, this feels better when I do you this way. And there's like, well, I like it this way more.
It's a compromise between two people. And that's the responsibility. This is where most people get it wrong in dominant, is that they do what they want. And they don't take both people's consideration in. When you're a dominant person, you have a lot of roles and responsibility. You're supposed to be the person that cares for both people. Imagine the bottom person can't say a single word, and you have to be responsible for their safety in that moment. So you have to make sure they like it. You have to make sure they're okay with it. And you have to make sure you're not doing certain positions that hurt them.
So can I have them choke on it?
You can have them choke on it. If they love it, fucking go for it. Absolutely go for it. And that's the thing. It's like,
but you have
so
to get
many
approval, right?
You have to get approval. But that's the communication part.
Got it.
Where you talk beforehand, you set boundaries, and then through the whole entire process, you have safe words. So, for example, you could do the stoplight. So red, yellow, and green. Red means stop, yellow means caution, back off, and green means I love this. And at least it gives the person who's submissive the freedom.
Wait, are they saying this throughout the whole entire thing? You're like, green.
So they can say it whenever they want.
Okay, got it.
And now you're not saying it every 5 seconds because that ruins the mood.
Yeah.
But when they really love something, they're passionate about it, and it feels good, then they say it. And this way you both communicate and have that dialogue through the whole thing. So you're not interrupting anything, you're not breaking that chemistry, and you're still going through that whole process. And that's something, again, people don't get right, but it's so powerful to have that communication. It's so powerful to have the dynamic where it's not just, okay, get on your knees, let me choke you. Great, 15 different ways, which is fun and it's exciting. But what happens if this person hates being choked? They had a drowning incident when they were younger, right? Like, you don't want to come,
God,
you don't bring that back up.
Wow.
But what you want to do.
So what do you do in that sense? You really like her and she doesn't like to be choked. You love to choke.
You have to have a compromise. You don't do it.
Oh.
Or you have a certain compromise where it's light choking. And then you ease it in, and then she has her boundaries and she has her limits to it.
I don't know.
Right? It's all about
ease it in.
Half an inch at a time.
You will run so fast out of it.
I know. It's only 2 inches at most. But you ease it in, and it's the whole process of communication and understanding both people, the dynamics. And it also brings in something that a lot of people don't know about is tantric sex. Which, I'm going to go straight into this.
Yes, so straightforward into it.
Straightforward into it. So tantric sex is when two people on an emotional level connect. So you look eye to eye through the whole entire process. Don't blink, don't look away, nothing.
Oh, you told me this.
You have this emotional connection where it almost feels like an energy going between two people. It sounds insane, but when you do it, all of a sudden you have a different appreciation for it.
I don't want to do it.
It's in such an deep level where your two people are so emotional. It could be the first time you meet. It could be after 10 years of sex or 10 years of a marriage. It's what happens is you have that communication, you have the trust, you have that buildup of everything, and it just releases, and it's almost a flow, and it coexists together. It's really hard to get because you need to be on the same emotional level.
Yeah.
But it is beautiful when it's happened. It's one of the best sexual experiences I've had.
Really? Like face to face, eye contact and stuff like that. Look down.
Hey, look, looking down is best. But like, this is top 2 that I've ever had. I've done it once in my life, and it wasn't very long. I'm not going to say the situation, but it was one of the most powerful experiences I've had. And it's simply because the two people trusted each other, and it was so powerful that it just... First off, you couldn't have an orgasm during that period of time, but it feels like a continuous orgasm running through your body. And maybe not necessarily the most powerful, but just a repeats over and over and over again. And you don't lose stamina. You don't feel anything outside of you. It's literally the two of you together. It's almost like meditation and sex meet.
I love that for you.
Thank you.
Don't want nothing to do with it.
Lies. He wants to experience it.
No, none of that. I'm a person that I have a certain time of the day that I like my freaking to happen. Usually at nighttime after a shower. Don't bother me in the morning. Don't kiss me in the morning with morning breath. And all of that connection, all of that deep thing, we can leave it for my day off. If not, don't bother me. I'm going to bed. Now you can send that off and tell them where they can find us.
On that note, again, follow us on Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, and TikTok. Subscribe, like, comment, and share.
Yes.
It's free.
Free.
You have no excuse. Stop this.
Zero. Okay.
Peace.
We're out. Peace.